Maya had always been the quiet one. She walked the school halls with her books clutched to her chest, her hair falling like a curtain to shield her face from the world. She didn't speak unless spoken to, and even then, her voice trembled as if every word weighed more than she could carry. In a school full of loud personalities, she was almost invisible at least, until the day they noticed her. It started like any other Thursday. The bell rang, students poured into the hallway, and Maya kept her eyes on the floor as she made her way to the library. But she didn't make it. A sharp, mocking voice cut through the noise. "Hey, little mouse," sneered Tasha, the ringleader of the meanest group in school. "Where are you scurrying off to?" Maya tried to ignore them, but the sound of their footsteps closing in made her stomach twist. Before she could escape, two of them grabbed her arms. Her books fell to the floor with a loud slap, scattering papers everywhere. A small laugh from behind her felt like a dagger. "Let's take her for a little field trip," one of them grinned. Before Maya could process what was happening, she was being dragged toward the girls' bathroom at the far end of the hall. The one with no teacher traffic and a broken lock on the far stall. Her heart pounded so hard she thought it might break through her chest. Inside the bathroom, air smelled faintly of bleach and something metallic. They pushed her against the wall. "What's wrong, shy girl? Can't speak up? Let's hear." "You squeaked," Tasha mocked, grabbing Maya's chin and forcing her to look up. Maya's mind raced. She wanted to scream, but fear strangled her voice. She could hear her own shaky breathing, the laughter of the girls around her, and the drip-drip of a leaky faucet. Then, a sound. It was faint at first, a burst of static, like an old radio coming to life. One of the bullies froze. The static turned into a voice. "Hallway patrol, report. We've got movement near the east bathroom." The girls stiffened. All knew that sound. Security guards carried radios that crackled like that, and the janitor sometimes kept his on. Panic flickered in Tasha's eyes, but she didn't let go. "They're not coming here," she hissed. "Don't get scared." But the crackling grew louder. Then came footsteps. Heavy, fast, getting closer. The bathroom door swung open so hard, it slammed against the wall. Mr. Reed, the head of school security, filled the doorway all, broad-shouldered and furious. His eyes swept the room in seconds, taking in the scene. Maya cornered, her books missing. Three girls standing too close. "What is going on here?" His voice was sharp, the kind that cut straight to the truth. The bullies stammered, trying to weave a story, but their voices trembled. Mr. Reed didn't buy a word. He radioed for the vice principal, his tone clipped and controlled. "We have a situation. Need you here now." Maya stood frozen, tears threatening to spill, but Mr. Reed knelt slightly so his eyes met hers. His voice softened. "You're safe now. Come with me." The bullies were marched to the office. As they passed down the hall, whispers followed. Whispers that, for once, weren't about Maya's shyness. That day, the school took action. The bullies faced suspension, mandatory counseling, and an apology in front of their parents. But for Maya, the scars were deeper. She still felt the sting of being powerless, still heard the echo of laughter in that tiled bathroom. Yet something changed. The next week, as she sat alone at lunch, a girl from her art class slid into the seat beside her.
"Hey, I saw what
happened. You don't have to sit alone, you know." Maya hesitated, but then gave a small nod. One lunch turned into many. Slowly, her circle grew people who saw past the quiet exterior and found kindness, humor, and talent underneath the art. Teacher encouraged her to enter a painting into the school exhibit. The principal asked if she would speak just a few words at the next assembly about kindness and courage. When the day came, Maya stood in front of the school. Her voice shook at first, but she spoke. She spoke about fear, about finding courage. Even when your knees are weak, about how one person stepping in can change everything. The gym was silent, every ear tuned to her words. When she finished, the applause was real-loud, sustained, and full of respect. Years later, Maya would remember that day in the bathroom as the moment her life split into two paths, one where she stayed silent, and one where she learned that even the quietest voice can be heard when it speaks the truth. Her final words at the assembly stayed etched in every mind. You don't have to be the loudest to be strong. You just have to speak when it matters. And for the first time in her life, Maya didn't feel like the shy girl anymore. She felt seen. She felt strong.